Now, I get this asked all the time. How do I actually learn French to fluency? So when my friend Vamshi told me that he really wants to learn French and he's willing to invest anything that it takes, then I told him, forget the books and go live on a farm, because that's what I did. And guess what? He actually did it. I learned this as an adult, so I know exactly what it takes. And I always split my answer into two ways. One, you make French your number one priority and put everything else on hold, or you try to squeeze in French learning into what you're doing on a daily.
List of movies that I watch, I keep a track of it, all the TV series and the movies, and the number of times I watched each movie. So yeah, so far I watched 42 movies. And
42 movies.
42 movies.
Now, if you've got a full-time job, then Path 2 seems like the most affordable option for you because you don't have that much time. But if you're a student and you move here to study, then Path 1 is a sure shot way to learn it to such an extent that Path 2 may not achieve in the same period of time. Now that's exactly what I did back when I was a student, and I even gave a TEDx talk on this topic. Now I was super curious because I loved my stay on the farm and I wanted to see what his stay was like, how his French is after his stay and what he does on a daily. So I took a day off from work last year, I packed my bags and I went to the south of France, somewhere around summertime. I spent the whole day talking with him, his host family made me some food, I made some videos for their business, and it reminded me of my stay on the farm where you make this kind of connections with people because you work with them day in and day out, that you make this kind of connection that you will never have in a city.
C'est parce qu'elles sont curieuses.
Now what you're about to see in this video is that story. No fluff, just his responses on what he struggled with, how it helped him to up his French, and what his experience was like. What was it like to live on a farm for a couple of months and learn French? This is his B1 exam that he texted me after living on the farm. And before I spoil that, let's get into the story and see what his life was on the farm.
It definitely boosted my confidence because it's not like normal exams that we give in India. Just you're writing, you're vomiting something on a paper and you're passing. But here you're tested in all the four things.
How big was the challenge did the challenge feel like for you?
When I achieve a certain level of French, like when I can understand a French movie or speak fluently, that will be bigger than cracking IIT JEE. So that's definitely there. And you don't agree with me, but
Dude, IIT is hard, dude. IIT is super hard, dude. I tried it and I failed, so I have a good reason to think it's hard.
No, you just had 2 years, but yeah, maybe in multiple years you would have cracked it. But yeah, definitely this will be bigger than that. And for me personally, it's going to be bigger than that.
Where did this farm thing come from?
So I think this was last year, May. I came across this LinkedIn post by a former intern at Konto in my previous office. This was about woofing that she did, and she posted her experience. And when I first saw that, it reminded me of your experience at the farm and how that actually helped you to learn French. So I thought, then I messaged you, Macha, what was that one thing that really helped you in your French journey? And your reply was farm stay. And then I was like, I'll just do this. And yeah.
That's where it came from.
Yep. Oh, so I quit my job and I was waiting for I was planning to go to US and I was waiting for my visa and I was doing nothing here. And I moved to France with one goal that I wanted to learn French actually.
Okay.
So even though I wanted to move to US and all that stuff, that language journey, I still wanted to pursue that. So I had some time. I thought I'll go to the farm.
Did it take too much courage? Because it's a difficult decision, right? To go to an unknown place. Did it feel like courageous for you, or it was like this is normal?
No. I mean, it was definitely scary for me because I don't know what I'm going to do, what kind of work that I'm going to do, and what kind of people I'm going to meet over there. And I chose a farm in the south. I've never been to that place. It's a remote village. How they're going to treat me, what kind of food I'm going to eat, because I'm very particular about food. So it was a bit scary for me. So yeah.
How long did you stay?
I went there for 3 weeks. I ended up staying 2 months over there.
I'll let you eat for a bit because
Yeah,
you've
sure.
been speaking. But in this time, I think I can fill up for you. After Vamshi finished his stay, he wrote me a message towards the end. We were in touch, so we were talking every now and then. And when it was coming towards the end, I planned to go down and say hi to him, see the family that he was staying with, and spend a couple of hours. I ended up staying for 2-3 days, I think. It was a nice long weekend. We had a couple of parties, I saw what he was doing on the daily, and I saw how he was spending his time. He had his own apartment. He had a nice large apartment, and I saw that he was cooking in the evening time and eating dinner with the family from time to time, every lunches with them.
Every lunch with them.
Waking up in the morning and going to work with chicken, for instance, I saw that.
Yes.
It was a really beautiful sight to see how well he's integrated. He knew them by name, of course. I mean, it's been 2 months, but he knew the verbs they were using on the daily. Some verbs that I didn't hear because I've not worked in an olive farm or a chicken farm before. So these, poulailler, for instance, pondre les œufs, these things I did not know. And this guy was like, yeah, of course. Yeah, let's go. That was great. It was really nice to observe that.
It was always difficult for me to speak because I'm a bit shy person. I don't find much opportunity to speak French, and even if I speak to local people French, they immediately switch to English and all that stuff. So it was difficult, but I think there was a mental block. Like you learn the grammar, you learn the vocabulary and all that stuff, but I think you have to do the hard part. You have to speak, and the French stay definitely helped me in a way that they were not judging me. They were really patient with me, and when I tried to speak with them, it really helped me to express myself in French, even though I'm making a lot of mistakes, even though my pronunciation was bad, even though I did not understand a lot of things, but slowly it started getting better. Initially it was very hard, but over the period of 2 months, I would not say like my French changed drastically, but it definitely removed that mental block. Now I'm going to French evening sessions every week where I go and practice my French with other people. And right now I'm taking course for B2, and we only communicate in French. Initially my classes were only in English.
Now it's only in French.
Only in French.
But before this B2, I want to come back to this really beautiful image of the WhatsApp message you sent me about your B1 Concours Blanc. And it was a good one. You did really well.
Thank
This
you.
is a difficult exam.
Yeah.
A beginner speaker, like let's just fast forward, reverse a few years ago when you first came to France. Which year did you come to France?
21 November.
Of course, that guy cannot answer this French exam in passing. It's a difficult exam. It's a difficult exam. Then fast forward a couple of years, 4.5 years, and you do the B1 exam and you pass it with flying colors. What gives? So there was that farm part that you shared with me, and then you also watched a lot of movies and TV shows. You
Yes.
consumed a lot of content, you said. And now those evenings where you're going to talk with people. But what was like for you, what was the most successful exercises that helped you improve your French to such an extent? Were you doing like grammar drills? Probably that's what my question is. Were you doing like grammar drills specifically for the exam? Or did your French overall get so much better that you can just...
No, actually, from the beginning, my goal was to speak French, like not pass the exams.
Okay.
Yeah. So, when I spoke with the teachers and all that stuff, when I was taking classes, it was in a structured way. Like initially, it was about all the basic stuff, A1 level, then A2 level. My approach is always about reading stuff and practicing and doing exercises and consuming a lot of content through movies and all that stuff. There's one way of, like you said that you have to, it worked better for you that watching the same movie over and over and over.
Did that work for you?
No. Because I want to watch new movies all the time. So I'm like, I made a list of it. I showed you the list as well. Like, I watched over 50 French movies.
50?
50. Like I said, I always had trouble speaking oral production. I think that's where the French form really helped me to take that mental block and speak. When I came back from the farm and started my new job, I just wanted to continue my French learning journey. So I approached this professor and we did a mock session, and we spoke for like half an hour, and based on that he said that you're definitely B1.
Damn, that should have felt good.
Yeah, that really felt good.
And then how long did you work before you get the exam?
I just watched 1-2 videos, like what is the structure
No
and
way.
like, and I did not do any preparation for it.
No way, really?
Really?
You didn't look at what kind of questions are coming, all the grammar topics are in B1.
No, I did not do that
Dude,
stuff.
I did not know that, dude.
I did not do that much.
I did not know that.
Yeah, I just went there and they said like, these are the sessions and all, and maybe I think I always loved giving exams and all that stuff. So when it started, then I went into the zone and I gave it. The good part of it is I scored I'm like more or less same marks in all the sections. So
4 sections. So your French is overall good.
Overall good. Yeah.
You're not a batsman or a fielder, all-rounder.
I'm an all-rounder, captain of my journey.
And how are you preparing for the B2? Like, are you doing the similar approach where you just enjoy your life and consume the stuff that you like? Or are you doing a more specific training to nail the B2?
I mean, a lot of people actually, like, they learned French in 6 months. Some of them got to B2 level in 6 months or 1 year and all.
From 0 to B2 in 6 months?
That's what I heard. I mean, like...
Really?
Yeah.
Damn, I need to meet this Pokemon.
Yeah.
Wow.
But my journey, I mean, like, I was not always consistent. It's not like every day I'm spending 15 minutes or 20 minutes. It's like whenever I'm motivated, I'm watching a movie in a night, but I never gave it up. I mean, like, over the 3 years, I was doing something or the other. At least I'm learning one word a day. Whenever I'm out, I'm reading the billboards and everything. So this way, the consumption is always there. When you're living in Paris, I think one way or the other, you're consuming the French content.
I must say, I'm going to interrupt you there. I must say, people have lived here for 20 years and they speak no French. So I think you were trying to consume French.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Even I observed, I'm like, people are not speaking French after living 5 years and all that. Why? I'm like, you don't have to do then. You just have to be open to what is there outside. You will learn French. That's it.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
But it's hard.
It's hard. It's definitely hard. But if you're not learning French here, you'll not learn anywhere else.
Damn neat. It's neat.
Yeah, that's what I felt much.
So, living in France is one of the most valuable assets for you then, to learn French. Of course, the farm thing was there, and your interest to watch movies, you can watch a movie anywhere really. But living in France was, if you said there are 3 ingredients, what is the biggest ingredient for you? Was it living in France?
It's definitely living in France because there's so much indirect consumption happens every day. I mean, like, you open your post box, you get some, what do you call them?
Letters?
Letters or these advertisements or whatever.
Publicité.
You get this publicity, you just have to stare at it and try to read that stuff. There are so many words. Yeah, I'm trying, and you pick few words over there. Yeah. It's always there. I mean, like, even when you're watching some YouTube videos, there's another publicity, it's in French for like another 8 seconds. So
you consume again.
Yeah, you consume again. So yeah, it happens, even if you want or not, but you just have to pay attention.
I would like to maybe look a little bit in your personal life and see what attributes you are having. These are new for me also. Like, I've been new to fitness this last year and change, close to 2 years now. I've been investing a lot of energy into running and fitness and stuff. But you're a fit guy to start with. And you're also having a very strong academic prowess in the past. So, are these habits what has helped you with sticking with French? Because it's hard to do a difficult thing when you're failing over and over again. You have to keep doing it consistently and then you see some success. Do you see some kind of parallel in that with learning either to be fit, learning to pass a difficult academic exam and learning French? Do you see some similarity?
I do see it actually. I mean, like I was analyzing myself. I do analyze now and then. That's right, actually. I mean, like there was one time back in college. I was trying to get into my hockey team, and I was not good enough. And my captain said, just I was trying to catch the ball with my stick, and I was not successful for 2-3 times. Then he shouted at me. He asked me to get out of the ground and go to hostel back.
Go to where?
Go back to hostel.
Okay, not to play today.
Not to play today. Not to play ever again. I just went. I just got out of the ground and I stood by the line, waiting for it. I mean, like I stood there for 1 hour.
1 hour.
1 hour. They were playing and they were practicing and all. And I did not say anything. I just stood there waiting. And maybe if I walked away that moment, I think I would not have played hockey ever again. I stood there, and after 1 hour, the captain came back and told me, try to pay more attention, try to practice more and all. And he took me in the team again.
Wow.
And that year, we won the silver medal, and that was one of the biggest, most memorable moment of my college life. So that was one example, but it happened over and over. I mean, like in my first attempt, I failed JEE, and in my second attempt, I cracked it and I went into IIT. So I think failure will always be there, but it's your grit that keeps you going, and you have to be patient, and the learning happens over the time.
That's amazing, man. What is your fitness routine like here in Europe? What do you do for fitness over here? I know you run really well. I mean, although you don't run so frequently, your running capacity is pretty good. I remember you spoke to me once about all the hiking and stuff that you do. So during an average week, what does it look like, your fitness stuff? How many hours are you putting in? What activities are you doing for fitness?
I think this started with you actually. When we discussed about this 10,000 steps.
Yeah.
I stuck to it somehow. Now every day, no matter what, it rains or anything, I just go out and catch up with my 10,000 steps. And Paris is such a beautiful city, man. You can just go out and walk, and there are so many parks, and you can walk through the buildings. It's beautiful out there. So yeah, that's the most basic thing that I try to do. Before coming to France, I always loved sports. After coming here, I discovered my love for hiking. So here you find so many trails in the suburbs. I found this bunch of people who love to do hiking as well. I go out with them bi-weekly to hike in the suburbs. So
They mostly speak in French?
no, the expat group. So yeah, it's not about French. That thing is not about French. It's just about our love for
Fitness,
nature
yeah.
and be in the nature. So yeah, that's one thing. And we normally walk around 30 kilometers in a day, like in 5 hours or 6.
What?
Yeah. So,
Oh, you did that roundabout Paris once, no?
Yeah. It was 65 kilometers that day. That was the highest. And
65.
65.
But that's more like running, no? Like if you're covering that in a day, you're not walking, are you?
We are walking. We are just walking.
65 in a day and you're walking?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that was crazy. And I think I will not do that again.
Everything was hurting?
Yeah, for a week I was on my bed.
65, damn.
Yes. So yeah, this and I continued the journey. Now I go to different countries to hike in the mountains. Like I went to Dolomites to hike in Italy. I went to Norway, and there were some breathtaking views over there. So I loved that part. And I'm going to Austria for another hiking trip. So yeah.
Hiking is in the menu.
Menu, yes.
That's amazing, man. There's this fitness thing, you're integrating well into the country, learning the language. We can switch to French, in fact, but you've done the exam, so that's proof enough. And you're not even focusing on the grammar drill, so that's proof enough that you can understand what's happening, you can express yourself. Maybe there are 2 mistakes, but everyone understands what you're saying.
Comfortable conversation. And this was one story that you kept, you were watching that French movie, without subtitles, and you're understanding everything. That's my goal. And one
That's a
day I
goal.
want to watch a French movie without subtitles, and that's enough for me. Yeah.
You understand everything. You come out and you'd say, "This part of the movie I liked. This part I didn't understand.
Yeah.
This part I don't agree with."
Yeah, if I can express about that movie, yeah, that's enough. And I don't want to. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that's my goal. Just to understand the movie and express about it and have a normal conversation with people. And when I go out, yes, on an day-to-day basis.
So how is it going to look like in terms of key milestones for you? Like the next one is going to be like a B2 exam somewhere in the future, and you'll probably stop there, or do you just want to keep investing as you do and speak in the city and with your friends, or do you want to do the C1 later? What is it looking like the next couple of, I don't know, years in France?
Yeah, like I said, like it's never about getting those certifications, but definitely it's a benchmark. Like you know where you are at and what you have to work on. So next, I think I'm planning for like in 6 months, I want to get to B2. Then continue that journey. I don't know. Get to C1 level. So yeah, I'll keep investing on this.
And most of my advice was not very relevant for you. I was sharing with you. Meet at a cafe and do some exercises at home. This is how I did it for myself. But this one did not work for you because that's very Joshua. Or watch one movie 300 times, right? That's a very Joshua method to do it. And it didn't work for you. But I'm glad that this farm thing, you really stuck to it because it takes so much courage. I'm glad you stuck to it and you got on to the other side. And successfully did the B1 exam with flying colors at that. You can express yourself in French now. I was just thinking this song by Stromae, this is, when I was stepping out of the apartment with Vamshi, Mon Amour it's called. It's a little sarcastic. Although he's saying many positive words, there is a very sarcastic undertone of why men are pigs and women are... Anyway, don't need to get into that. But you need to get it, you know. And this guy is like, when I was singing it, he was humming it with me. He was like, do you know the song? I was like, yeah, of course. Yeah, so he's got he's got these references. This is amazing. I'm really glad that you stepped out of your comfort zone, put in your courage, and you speak proper French now. That's awesome, man.
Thanks. I think it's like a dream or manifestation, whatever it is. So before coming to France, I was actually browsing different videos on YouTube, like how to learn French and all that stuff. And I saw your videos before coming to France.
Oh, you saw my video before coming to France?
Before coming to France.
No way.
Yeah. And I never thought, I wanted to meet, but I don't know how to meet and all that stuff. But somehow it happened and I met you. And if it's not for you, I think I would not have done that French farm stay thing. You definitely inspired me. And thanks for that. And this whole journey of French, happened because of you. I mean, like, you are a part of it too.
Thanks so much for sharing that. I'm very proud of your investment, of your courage, and your success. That's amazing stuff. Thanks, Vamshi. And by the way, the wine choice today is Santa Million. This is a choice by Vamshi.
And
Vamshi got the bottle.
With that as well.
Yeah, we've got that correction. It's a beautiful red Santa Million. Not sure you can see it.
Yes,
And
got some baguette.
The baguette is also Vamshi's purchase. The brie, the cheese, was also Vamshi's purchase. So he fits into the culture hand in glove. Even the glasses were brought from Vamshi, all the way from Puto. It's amazing. To good long life, man.
You too.
That's it.
I don't know. I'm like how it came out and all.
It came out great, dude. It came out super great. Imagine it was not recording.